kontompo. Abuja Bedasa, Oman Atenase, I don't know, Power 97.9, and I face TV XYZ, and 10 times for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Pro Bono, Emun Sebe Mun Komono, Ruth Atenase, Quadia Meneno, Ebesha said, Yefro Nafi Ura, Abato Commissar, Yetra, Ghana for Baba Yetiaomo. Any Omadansi deal with the Quattro. Still, Abato Commissar said, no, and NDC for money and Tenase, na Yenin Komo, Nano. NDC ni easy Tenase, Eddie Komo. Adansi die ben no de kire omo adansi die ne dɔso ana no so te sɛ de Bosman Asare mo ka no Bosman Asare mo say adansi die na NDC de betre no esha eti wenye bibia ye gina so edema dwumakuo bi sɛ ɔno no emehwe abato nhomani na ye ankasa ye betima ye adwuma no. But the point is Ghana for the NDC for the one and say forget about the 58%. 58% should not be your target. In fact, easy, you should be looking at 100% of Ghanaians having their trust in you. Or even when you win your crown, 90%. 90% but so would now 58%. Now 58% is so omo catch us say ye bibia ebebo ma ye nya gide wo mu no wo sanso adi di agro. Could it be say wo ye adwuma ma obi 89% ye be hwehwe abato won manim. E de na wo di sie eno ne question amafo obusa root said obebo ya me ate ne enti a wo se ye nyina ye te ye hungu e mountain so kira. Basabre yenko Okaikwe Central. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni sembia odi tu dwan hwade o mame. His Excellency John Mahama, now you introducing him na begina simpie so abekasa. Where your Kaikwe North and Ajufo, Edom Okaikwe Central, sorry, Okaikwe Central, where Dome Pie Babontain. What do you say? Omunta di se a betrel Tutwana a ye a fearful be obitting baby, or Tessa John Mahama eba, or Free Fiaba. Okay, a political party rally, yes, the organizer, Kabuze. A domne fa as a party in Tadia. My way, I'm of you and Tadia and show my Obania Bro Mujra Wamo, yes, some years, some no, Okaikwe Central. So this is the wave of change. About to come is our person to say. Hey, sir, and Sakraim from a year boy. I don't know person to Nasinana. So what did you? And as I was dream pa. Now we trim your air fine, so with your bonny BS here. I didn't tell my whole quine, no auditing in Cosso. I think Famicua a year in Yesi, but Tiano a man from Nehonso yen ready a course war. Famicua young call in Yesi, but Tiano a man from. Dompana, Abochenko, Mabodompim. How much I knew say His Excellency John Mahama, and then I knew December Baba Tuga, no matter your worker. So, share what TV is what they are with ye, a doma, Omopu, Abesia, Biaya, a Jamukasia Corso, our Ingress in Montiano, a man from Tenuma no Moto. think John Mahama buy one next Saturday vita na all fruits in pianus one or buy and did no. And yes, okay, yeah. Eti ehono eye inyiresi Bontiano a man from Empeswaso. Fantastic. Afei yentie His Excellency John Mahama wasem bi kafa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nansi yemu no a man for still omo hunu baabi ogina. So yen kremoni, so ye Kristoni. Se ayi bosom tachi eno som no ye hunu baabi a yen fa ne nto. Na John Mahama say te said ye pusu amanfo aye amanfo nwanwa no ono so e ne nwanwa saa hwade we mame
so wo be hu say ye be ko ohene bi ho o say o ye bo abaso ejuma pa wa ye no e na de ye ko asori a ni amana akoto ho o ye hirawo wo be di nkunim wa ye adepa ezu oko bosom ha ni ehwehwe ensa egu abosom no so e ka se why ade ye bosom no bedi wachi na wadi nkunim biom aban fun we wo bedi nkunim biom 7
the man no TikTok trendy. Ayasabo Dr. Bawumia. Look, oko the United States of America. We said Dwaboase obedi madanse same boa obeka se kwam we di oboa. Me say US elections here nyina ye de ye di akire de ya so di akire kinkan mu nsemi. Nia obi ginama obi principle no many bi omugina so ade to abawo. Ene Donald Trump and Kamala Harris commentaries are what were around them. About Bibia no Ginama years ago. And then Nigeria was asking no at the same. I didn't tell you memu adia say Ruth wa bra memu acha mu akwaba.
Mema good morning. Emma o tiefo nyina so good morning. Aya na empem bebre ho na aya asefem. Kire say wope ubaga na hapa na wope the definition of hypocrisy nya atwom. Entro ne dada. Em say wontumi mpa nipa bia ho say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Esan say fiti eda first day ya papa we edi ni nancy politics mo. Why na adwen say ntro and dada ekutia ene che say niema ensem fatankwa no no de bebo ne bra. Ene Dr. Bawumia ye bisa say dollar na wo say wa arrest na odi ki ama IGP no. Ki no we hin. Ye ki na ayira. Ana say ba ne say na IGP na say be oni hobium. Ana say den na ama dollar na tumi break jail dollar ne nam ene ye ka say onim say dollar cost 17.
Enya duro.
Ko akaketu ebi na eduro menua. Wow. Akaketu ebi na eduro ene pounds untumi nto. Ene euros omo ko Europe adani omo akoda adani atete ne chese ayo how ni amani hu wo hwehwe bi kra wo nya bi nto.
Yentwa ye company.
Menua me say wo hwehwe bi kra wo nya bi na why den wato. Jamaica what ma say yentua ye ka o ene ye ka say for the past God knows how many years you know sisi a moratorium eda so a yen service ye international debt ene ehun keka hu nyina ne nyina wo de to nchen still dollar no etim. Wow. Atipraka ene nam ena wo bisa dan say me te say Samira pa de ka di papa asabi enim guase enye onenim wa de on fere ade a oye nim guase ni asabi ne ho enuonyam bia ni ne ho ana Samira Bawumia. Samira Bawumia se nya ho ondia san akogina simpie so esa nkan semu no de kire Ghana fo say ne ni kunu ena ebetumi aye ena ni kunu ena me bisa say what happened to my husband is an economic whiskey. What happened to that statement? Aden ne Bawumia ye ka economy Bawumia nya ti economy penase kakai no de me ka adwane afri bebia oyden owo me eba economy I will never blame President Akufo-Addo ene blame no ochina esan say Akufo-Addo de sebi ye nyina enim so okọ school kra na okoye economy so nya third class obi him say Kufuor no economy any check bia enu nti no be ka kire say ode Bawumia banwa ba be solve economic crisis minia I will move this economy from taxation to production 41 taxes NMPP ne Bawumia den and introduce since omo bae which who be enye ye enti in fact wo kan nya atwom entro and dada Bawumia I think say tetefo na omo de sa words no omo form sa words no no mo nim say nipa bi beba ye friend Bawumia ono no omo hwe ne so e de form those words
say what the ewura osumu no na President Mahama e kan wasem
exactly
yemfa na sem hia na
nyame anim no kra won say nipa de you must have principles You must be somebody. Everybody must know you for this. Me root uba NDC mo obi anim say even if my party doesn't do it well, krana baby ade ni sina no e ho na me den meka. Obi anim say ufa obi to say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asama onto me ye no ade a onto me ombie na no kan da. We force no di etiosi ni so kra nya ade obeka. Enti no everybody knows His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as an honest leader, as a truthful leader, as a loyal leader to the cause of the development of this country. Obi animsa about him, and it is principled stand. And ye ka say Bawumia. What? You see, and we must breed leaders who will be leading and shining examples to even the unborn generations. I was so bit to say Kwame Minkah, you boni dini ye ka say papa we die or you be no ye nationalistic. He was patriotic. He stood for the interest of this country. And notice akwale bi ba akwale ni nyiya. He looks up to a person like who Kwame Minkah say sa principles na ono na ojina ya and nunti. Yes, so Emma or my independence, ma all the countries in the sub-region, so edi yechinya sa independence. I want to become like Kwame Minkah. You understand? We must have principled leaders. We must have a leader. And Kwala Omo Bombeka say, I want to become a leader like His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings for his principle standing on accountability, probity. What am I say? A transparency. We must have children coming up and looking up to leaders like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Right. And they will say, when I am given the opportunity, I want to be called the next president who was named the visionary leader, the nation builder, because with very meager resources, just about $46 billion, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, billion Ghana cedis, was able to transform this country. You cut the number of interchanges. Ya Papa John Dramani Mahama, Edibaya, me be me free Achimota Ebe, me fabi su ewo circle, me patrot ma say. And pokwa say MPP for you omo no person omoje ye nyinara ye nim say sa pokwase interchange no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na start ye ono no gi sika ne to ho ono na friends drawings na won kika ho nyina. He did everything, began it before he left power.
That's right.
Obi anim wo ko kwaso a we can talk about John Mahama Sanwo Ejuma interchange wo ho enye
what spinters flower pot
flower pot e would say na me ba na medwen won I think say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e be di ni 4 years wie na so kwa the next president obeba na also this akwan no e dey to His Excellency John Dramani, because this was a place I said be no obi anya den en shada ehu embupo say ye baby papa, but look at the way this visionary leader transformed connecting ama even the rate as na John Mahama be president she said the not traffic situation e Ghana nete. What must I remember those times? We fear go school. My brother, you sometimes from maybe anamite McCarthy Hill to a friend saying Legon City Campus. Okay. Minia we bet to me the 4 hours and traffic. Wow. Today, thanks to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, where the Amana bro so just about 1 hour. This is vision. This is vision. We go airport and now. Look at the number of employment. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama transformational leadership. Sisa airport no. Ewo ho ediama embebunu bebre. Ene Kufuor ba etumi enye musto aiden. Aje. Odi Chagana for. Yes we restore no mo ende jai. Ebo pa yensuo kra obenum kra ende jai. Ye bobo ne kire wa obedwane. Wow. Odi Jessica Ghana for sika ne papa Sebi. Very useless president. Ne papa Sankane papa buy no bob bra. And by now the father would have also left something. Ebia and Komanka Sombe Kantam Ajabo Swansana or my domako. All the father could do was to steal Ghana's money of about over $24 million at the amount the say of so-called ambulance service in Bia yenim say ebinyeden anyhow. So these people are bunch of hooligans, corrupt thieves. Sometimes you get so emotional about the things. Even the words to describe them they are wicked, they are mean, they are ruthless. And the only thing, and then everywhere you go to, there is a clarion call for the visionary, honest leader, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
But Ruth, the okay is a sanity. Maybe a question of sanity. I didn't think baby about me about Kobiano. When you don't momo on team, Betty, sanity. I didn't think Omanya could draw say, Omopep a penny with you.
Ghana for baby, Kufa don't about me, Eddie Femono, a commodate for power. Sa nipa na yo mopie bedi omochi no nipa de do ben sepo sa na MPP pa ni save a whole flag bearer pie. Look at the number of nkrofo yo mopie di nechi. Look at a place like Ashanti region.
Yeah,
say MPP so mo kwakoye ade wa Ashanti region na hwe nipa pie sabe it is a clear indication say they are on their way out. And the truth is most of them they are bought. Oh, buses, the buses free all over the country, especially almost strongholds, 50 Ghana, 100 Ghana, Mumbra, movie and show. Oh, Nancy say video be crab by no more swat take away. Yes, we are passing Crawford and to take away near the airport mama. Yes, only 50 Ghana or 100 Ghana. I saw at the account mom. So it tells you clearly, say there is a clarion call for the visionary leader. Sebi and yes, Sebi John Mahama no more dono broso. But they know within their heart to say, "What say, baby, I'm penso I kufa doni ba umia di o mine drew proye ketase dream kankan bonne any economic hardship." Say any country you began saying, "I would a bro so ye try ye hu biara nye." What say, baby, the only person who can turn the fortunes of this country around, reset Ghana and put it on the right path of development, of progress, and of economic liberation. His Excellency John Dramani. But
says Sadio Bebe Mania Tuaba, Ama Yenina Yaji, about one insurance and
sanity.
If you added the Mochi, about to come inside Siswa, Mocha so Union saying, na Yempeba Sunqua Nasa company be no much about one woman, and then was say, on playing the empty Sochna. Ninja Moane said, Sabra mo pesa sadi wesi and premature. And a Jumana mo say, or the team fair moving bano. O one casa bit by yes, Edumano. And in fact, I say, Nienti or me exhibition exercise no. To say the munim no. And yes, said a bayan from Sway, ever dining wedi. No my yen see. I've had the cat one ye. Almost say, and from Zona and this my boss no. And no soon be a sa. And who be here say, or the team fair moving bra. What you want to say?
In fact, Jemensa, or baby, were good many was a capa.
Oh,
Minia, were good many was say. Just say, young and him say, who po be or upright. I mean, between the two genders, you always choose a woman. Say, who po be or your Frenchy ma or de man obey ye Juma. Na uns or bad, there was so near bataille. Even if for anything at all, for nothing at all, you should think about the collective peace of the country, the collective stability of the country. Just say, if you think, say, you are insulated from any attacks whatsoever, you are lying to yourself, Minia. You are lying to yourself, just say, even the military people guiding you, they'll also be frightened for their lives. They will be running for their lives. You think that at the expense of themselves and say, yeah. I mean, you see, so I will say, Obia, I will say, especially or not as a woman, also you're more sensitive, say. Yeah, the idea show was so bore mine who buy and quite out before so I would be bore buying who be a wedding, obey. Yet, 2020 elections, we saw what happened. Now, I say NDC Casadodo. At the end of the day, re-election, J-Mensa SSR results, 7 good times. Yeah. Even that, most of them, because NDC actually are doing so. So you ask yourself, say, dear and cry, the Electoral Commission. Mammy can't win.
Okay.
or say the NDC compared the 2023 voters register to the 2024 provisional voters register. And these were the preliminary findings. 3,957 voters who were in the 2023 voters register have been excluded / deleted from the 2024 provisional register.
Wow.
Meaning, in the first place, Abra ni yekoye exhibition. Medru hopa. Yes. You yekoye a voters exhibition. Yeah. Ye nyina enim so exhibition there. E was say woman parties, political parties, copies of the voter register. That is the provisional, even if it's provisional. So that ye nyina ye betumi ide as stakeholders, ye so ye benya your time. Na ye so ye tumi akọ through. MPP for be go through. Ekradon konin and Crawford be go through. Then we all come to a firm conclusion. So during the exhibition, then we have time to correct it. When him say, James and Crawford, time almost shine somebody by my own family. 14th August, somebody by my own family. That's right. 16th, and almost letter by say, shifting Fanko 16th. Shifting ko 16 drew so Oman Famba. Yanti Monka exhibition started 20th of August. When him say, friends say 19th of August. In fact, after 12 after 12 p.m. and no de brain abra mumma de drive da no pointed to the fact say I say skirmishes be yeding because definitely mumma ahead of time even if 16th na moka we will immediately dispatch and put our teams together I'll make me Atenase overnight regardless of that. Still NEC anka so one my time intino my yenye den yenye hwahane entina be baby enwe we still went into it ye go into it no ene ye ka say nipa omo register omo to aba 2023 yeah 2020 no yeah nipa bako 3,957 ye you omudin e de free voters
and sabaton mana na ye de
district exactly 2023. In fact, updated one. What must I say? Updated one. Na year 2023 at the time na year conclusive. Ma no na omo yeding. Omo de assembly elections. Onipa over 3,000. So over about 4,000 people. And when we are not even, it's not even conclusive. Yenye jumani nyinanwe. So far the no nipa 3,957. So almost 4,000 people. And yet delete your mudin e free voters register. You ask them, so what is the reason they cannot give you any? My boss wants to bet me shy. It will be beer who say, oh, be a what got a beer deal about one woman. Oh, beer, what bet you the beer, Eddie, or about one. President Akufo-Addo, any Baumian on Fano. Or for Musubay. Say, Bossman, Yenim, say, Bossman is a die in the woo MPP. Legon, he was a Tescon patron. Everybody knows about that. And yes, you say, ye well-known MPP for you so ye activists, radio so ye patrons, any idea. Akufo-Addo, any Bawumia form, so Momba Meshek, friends, Electoral Commission in some so they are about 3 or 4. About 3 or 4. Clearly. What must I say? Now it tells you, say, and Crofono, almost said that your margin say, about to honor year kono, they have failed beyond abysmal point. In fact, they have failed beyond expectation. I think said they have failed. Among someone who said they have failed beyond their own expectation.
Yeah, Electoral Commission.
MPP for in a making. Okay. And so the only thing you see when you meet them, say, baby, who to me show they tell you place here and say a but ye bury.
Wow.
They tell you, oh, we are the bury amo. Now say about to a day, able to me winning, and we are bury amo. And clearly, that is what they have mapped up. In Kakran. But I can tell them that we will resist them with all the powers. Our last blood will resist them. Yeah, mom was our chance because you see, the future of this country is at stake. The future of the unborn generations are at stake. The future of women and mothers who would have to sleep on the floor to deliver their babies are at stake. And then you can say, your children's hospital. It is so shameful, say a country that got independence first in the Sub-Saharan Africa. Up till now, the kind of children's hospital I will. It is so shameful. Meanwhile, say it will countries developed, democratic, they always prioritize children. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say he's going to build over 500,000 bed capacity for Nkola as children's hospital. Now ya bon pai say cathedral na ntokro no mo esi hono no. Na John Dramani Mahama ebe yusu e dia children's hospital. They make out say. And going back to the issue no, I'm saying let me read the second one to you. The NDC compared the 2023 voters register to the 2024 provisional. Again, 2,094 voters transferred their votes in 2024, but their details are not contained in the 2024 absent list for the respective polling stations. Absent list, they say, and absentee list, they say. Woko polling station, that's a woko. Ebia so omrane ma okwan say wokotena baby for about 12 months. Wo ho kwan say wo be transfer wo vote. E dey free baby for dada na wo no e dey akọ baby for baby for na wote. Now sa enkrofo no ma transfer omo vote from baby dada na omo wo no to new place no. Woko old place na e was say Electoral Commission etro wo mu boldly say this person is an absentee voter because the person no more votes here. 2,094 of those people no yantro mudin wa absentee list no. Enti na kire say ombetumi akwakoto aba e wo new place na o ma eden.
Wa bro bia ngina chini.
Exactly. New place na o ma register no more sian beto aba e wo old place na.
Wow. When a bossman say nyasam bia no.
Minia.
When a bossman say the modia banesha enye bi
say angwa na for madwumo. Say yensuo de for madwumo. Say acid na e for madwum na ahwehwe omadwum na what say dade nyina o. Ahoma nyina o. Me to me hu.
Ada mu ni omu hia mu ka we nyina tro.
Oh minia. Ye kan nyina tro mo san mo evidence. Ye bo na initially ye come say that is not possible. Enye ye. Ye mo evidence e tro mo omu kom to omu way your friends so omu archives mo omu ko compare no na che say asama ye kan ye no kre.
Wow.
And just as some and still instead so eat the humble pie of course idea based on credibility and no kwan dia ye be fa so ye be prove ye ho say idea na mo ka no e bia nya boa payo and no ma ye mwa na ye ntumi nhihye na proposals amode ba no ye ntie ne ye ne sa no dabi ekufa do na so momo and no omaye omo adwen say ekufa de sabi ono kra so obewu and I'll bet for life. Obiabewu. Meanwhile, again, Mamma 243,000 voters who transferred their votes in 2020 have been added to the 2024 transfer list again, thereby making it difficult to ascertain the accurate number of 2024 transfers made to the affected polling stations. The 2024 provisional voters register and transfer list are therefore bloated. Me pacho, let me take it again. And I say, let me kind of my 243,000 voters who transferred their votes in 2020. Ya sign up the same number no at the account 2024 transferred list no. They make out I say.
Wow.
Senka 2024 ma transfer ye.
That's right.
And you know all you have to do they say just we compile we new year now we yan fufra you a baby o ma transfer kono and I will be indicating. So they don't need to be noted under the newly transferred voters register and as voters. Now they have repeated this 243,000 transferred voters no in 2020 no oma sign ayen fufro in 2023 as if say na 2024 as if say omo another list of transferred voters. 243,000.
And yet one, and yet two, and yet
three. So which means that you are giving them double identity. Now 2008 elections first round, what was the difference? Now say yes I crown way 243,000 the ketwa. Ghana NDC for see Atenase yeah Shanghai so everything is under control and then we should just respect you and just listen to you and that is fine. What kind of nonsense is that? Sebi. What am I say? It doesn't make sense.
Obviously be a fin na mama money akwa abato woman na 2016 sabe enuane mu akra no omudin ba ngoma
onim nyansa
manya hwe
onim nyansa
enti afeda mani ba abato
onim nyansa ko onim nyansa sabi science mu kasa we nkonka and was it there one no ho what whose responsibility was it say endua ne moa eye ewo ye voters register mu a also mo ye ho adwuma and the responsibility of NDC say ye na be ka kwahwe ade no. What kind of crap talking is that? And you see the arrogance of the kasa. I say, let me tell them, ye taxes in the it is the taxes of the ordinary Ghanaians na sebi omu fa yen yehwe no mu mbuyen na omu bi omu anu ansam fun bi ebebo omu trim no mu ka no yen taxes yakosam yenim fifre enante awia so ye adwumaden a ye sika ye boaboa no a ekufo ado ne ba omu ba ye omu de covid levy aba omu de bet tax emebunu ekoye bet nkakra nkra hala se de oman yimu aye den no omu ye twa kakra no omu di kakra na watu omu 10% eye sa sika sanitation levy Bola tax IMPP for buy omo introduce emission levy omo buy omo introduce any ehun kronoma omo introduce no and no sasika ne eboabo no editi omo ka if they don't know so they should give Ghanaians a modicum of respect and yes omo sorry and that is what I'm saying say Kufadu no mudi nechin even he will die and it is omo nimu a omo sua nyansa no omo hear the right thing so that they can leave some posterity for themselves anyway let me go to the next one.
Okay.
Now the next one, 15,000 voters have been captured on the EC's transfer list with no indication as to where they were transferred from.
Hey, 15,000.
15,000, my brother.
Yenim baby a transfer free.
Yenim baby a transfer free. Yenim baby a transfer.
Na transfer ne kire say ye yi din bi free baby e de akọ baby. Eti aye den na ye hunu baby a
exactly.
transfer mu free.
Exactly. Is
amudi we kire omo
oh menua ye ni omo kwotena ase even ye de omo kwotena ase ye frame mu de ye tonsa frame mu media say mombra na mombe ye live coverage of whatever goes on na nko ye say NDC for ye na ye den ye twantro and I bia ye ne ye de asam to electoral commission for so what did they do
but no almost oma mana amaso but no omo kire mu na no TV3 na me hwe
no
was say Ubo be fie. Was only in Babishia. What's the camera do?
What are they afraid of, Minia? What you fear? What you fear? Na police are baggy. The search warrant. So a baby search you fear. It be a crime, ye akoso. There's a suspicion. Your baby search you. Say, won't need be if you don't have anything to hide. Won't need baby a wokumushe baby. Won't see baby a we are a baby. Won't need we be a narco can be a show them ho baby. Minia, what are you afraid of? And you will gladly open your doors and say police for mumrana maye mojuma. What is the problem? Say the media for the aba. Adentina mujane. What are you trying to hide? It's in some can the assume. Minia, the NDC is calling for an audit into omo IT system no because remember say the BVR devices na it is also a cause for worry. Up till now when you say electoral commission phone shadan take any drastic measure be say yeah investigation gidi yeah investigation so outcome na den we should know and now we are not entitled to know we should know say by now it's been God knows how many a year I think it should be over 6 months or so
6 months
but they should be able to tell us yeah investigation exactly what you say they should be able to tell us say yetume investigation we are no and friends saying this is the conclusion we have come e be a conclusion you making no nipa say no me implicated and you know say your court na e de omo kwa pam na ye pam omo they've not been able to do any of those and they are expecting say such a body asamwa ba NDC for ya na yetumi ehu aba beka I expose na when to me and young no yensan enjasa baffling serious revelations where infant say mono na mobile mo investigations how sabi you say you Jimmy for
Ruth me person woni ahwefo ne atiefo ye hwa ade bi esi wo nano memenda TV3 ho wa bra na sameja fiti say yo yesisi e obobobobo MPP for ma kwacho mumu a enam sama anyenie atiesim because of the body language of EC person na no owo ho no and they said you know ma esiko ye radio is here
No. That is your opinion.
Progress from there. The point is, let me make progress.
Because you cannot sit down here for them to just feel lies.
How did you admit Pusiga? How did an electoral officer sit in the confines of the... We detected Pusiga. If you claim that you are doing your own investigation, why didn't you detect Pusiga?
Exactly.
Because you are part of it. You did it. Look, and they have sat here and lied that they happened in only Pusiga. I demonstrated to you as soon as South, your reporters can check. For Chrome, they did illegal transfers. I have the data. You can go and check across the country. But hold on, listen. Imagine that they are able to illegally.
That's disinformation.
Hold on, please. I didn't ask you.
No, he's talking.
Hold on, imagine that they are able. You see, they have over 40,000 police stations in Ghana. Just take half. That's 20,000. If they succeed with this illegal transfers they are doing on the quiet that people are not paying attention to, and they disenfranchise. You see, this is what you get when you have rabid NPP foot soldiers managing the IT system of the East. Let me tell you something. We talk about the IT system being audited for us to know the protocols for entry, who has entered and at what time did they enter, and did they have authorization to enter, and what did they do when they entered, to diagnose the problem and to come up with practicable solutions to prevent what has happened. This man is saying no. And he's even defending government. It's not government. Let me tell you why. Do you know who is running the IT system of the EC? A man called Dr. Ofori. Dr. Ofori is a former MPP Tescon patron. Who is the one supporting him? Yakwache. Who is Yakwache? The son of Amfo Kwache, Akufo-Addo's former personal assistant. Why is this man the director? Why is this man? Hold on. Why is this man, Mr. Banubio, the director for electoral services? Do you know where he was working? He's been a long-standing regional EC director in Ashanti region. 2024 election is coming. They bring him from Ashanti region. He's now director for electoral services. Why won't you have them defending these things?
Yes, absolutely.
So, again, you see, hold on. Honorable Yabuabia, someone made a very important point. Listen to me. I'm coming.
It's so bad. You are celebrating it. It's so bad.
We are not being petty here. You have bastardized the electoral commission by appointing people like me. Can Sami Jenfi, if Sami Jenfi, John Mahama makes me an EC commissioner, is that pettiness? You made Appiah a known MPP communicator who I was debating on radio in Sunyane, an MPP Tescom patron. You made him an EC commissioner. You've taken You've taken another MPP Tescom person. You've given him your IT system to run. We are raising that, and you are saying this pettiness. Are you serious? Are you serious? You think we don't know the things you did in Ashanti region when you were there? Hold on. Let's continue. No. Let's continue. Let me stay on issue. Yabuabia made a very important issue about the fact that
eti Nadia Koso Memena no. On profiling no ye no. And on amanye nie abamusa muntibinje omundi se
And I make her say, Sammy was even charitable to the guy. You should have asked him, are you mad? Are you out of your mind? Oh yes. You should have asked him. Because looking at all these evidences, they are two in him. Can still look at your posturing. I say, how? I say, petty. Can you imagine?
Denigrating.
Intimate. Oh, my bon price His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba. Post me pan is on your electoral commissioner. I chairperson of the electoral commission.
That's just about to ask.
Na me Canada. That's also we are being petty for raising that. Also, some itemizing the number of MPP for Tescon patrons, well-known MPP activists. Oh, yeah, electoral commission. Look, imagine shading your boy, any panel, a Juma or my MPP, and it was also I am my MPP. I would did the whole IT system, and the panels are all running. And you are expecting, say, we would think that such a person will be independent. And when we say that, and you tell us, say, we are being petty, then John Mahama should appoint me as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. Niensha say, will he be in the position to say the same thing? Say, MPP for raising issues, or MPP for so petty. You see, some of these things we need to be just plain truthful as much as possible. You need to be one political inclinations here and there, but yet as much as possible, think about their country. Hey, let me tell the MPP for NDC for NDC for His Excellency, the late President, Professor John Ivas Atamils Hadaroma, and then they feel so we need to, have a certain disposition. Ebe boa ama or mine etumi akonenim in unison, in unity. So we just try as much as possible to put the interests of this country ahead of our personal interest as a party. But let me tell them, say, it will not happen this time. The youth of NDC will not sit down and watch MPP and Electoral Commission come together and ruin the fortunes of this country. We will not sit down and watch them. It will not happen. The youth of Ghana, the youth of NDC will rise up to the occasion and will show them that this country belongs to all of us. Yempine, Emma Wumfa military, Emfa police, Emfa Electoral Commission, and Chinchimiasa 2024 election, MPP will lose the election. In fact, they are going to lose it totally, completely. What must I say? With a wide margin, they will lose it. And John Mahama and the 276 constituencies, members of parliament, and parliamentary candidates, we are taking over. We are not taking over for our interests, but we are taking over to reset this country on the path of growth and development and progress, economic liberation, jobs for young people, jobs for women, jobs for men. And we need it. Proper education. We need it. Investment in the economy, investment in infrastructure. The $10 billion in John Mahama promises, infrastructure. It is still on. The friend saying, no fee stress. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Aka say Obema Kwan ama omo secondary school no mako universities and all tertiary institutions first year for free because enkolani bebre ho mu wi a afi awofo no the few days omo be boabo omo awofo no bebre ho especially mothers omo ton omo ntoma obi omo fra atare bi no akoton no omo nenam running helter skelter just that omo beko efusuafo and then namfofo to go and beg them to support them to support their children to go to school. It's His Excellency say or this are no fee stress neighbor now kolebia obe secondary school obe pass no wait to me ako university wait to me ako nursing training wait to me ako teacher training and all of that for free for the first year. What must say these are practical typical policies are able changing the face of this country because more people will be educated, and when more people are educated, what are we doing? He's going to continue with the infrastructure, open up the economy, open up the space, allow or say banks now he's going to bring them back on board, support them and put proper checks in place so that you see the economy has been run down, has been graced, has been run down to nothing. Because ma minimum mutunto ne ma okwa ho. Yes. Ma minimum bojo ejuma, ye papa no bojo ejuma stores ne ahukika. Most of those people when they go to the international banks, they don't give them loans because the international banks they are looking at government. So mu discabeshe mu na government to me ayeden ama muska because it is more sustainable. But a local bank, GN Bank mo, Unibank mo, those are the banks ye juma local juma kakran they support them. And then a Greek friends banks here, bank development bank here bisa say are they able to live up to their expectation? Are they able to live up to their expectation? They are your family and friends. And then people for no more employ at the expense of where the money must really go to. What must say? And every do move headquarters, every do move away, share your Bank of Ghana. Share Sikapudwa, they lost 60 billion. 60 billion. Look at the amount of monies they have printed for as a result. Inflation the economy has been raised. Look at the number of young people. Look at the percentage of young people and then they are unemployed. Over 14%.
It's easy number.
What must I say? Looking at bearing all these consequences as a Kufado and Abaumia as an MPP winner. Look at the kind of the problems, any hell that they are going to subject the young people of this country, and generally every Ghanaian need to know. Yen Tenase and Yen Shahai, we will fight for our rights. We will fight for our freedom. We will fight for the victory, and we will make sure that by hook or crook, only God and they be able to me baby. But nipa fam die. Kwan bia ye be fa so a yɛbɛ make sure say 2024 elections yɛbɛ bobo aba na wie no na John Dramani Mahama na president, we will do it.
Okay, what can the NDC be? But Ghana ni na washo sabre ya wono ebi a wondo mama nyoku bia no. Dwadinino cheche nino dokota bia wotie businessman bia washo. Cheno ni enti otena. One jai do ye bia no fa na ho ne beta mochi. Wasabre ya economy inko ya yenya sikai.
Eno na say mabubo bebre so.
Yes.
Me Ghana for Ghana mbebuno. Ghana ma oye oba na woton wade wo hope say wo beton wade wo hope say wa obey your business. John Dramani Mahama say or the National Women's Development Bank eba. Sa National Women's Development Bank no or the ba for mankwa e mankwa na ebe ye adwuma ho enti wo ba bi area school no te fear for so many years na ebi or your accounting ebi or your finance ebi or your even you have PR and all of that na say saa oba no otifie na onye adwuma nya ya wo ahotoso obi say John Mahama ba the National Development Bank na ode ba na say every district obebie branch ho no ebia na ato ba na lie amona ye adwuma ho. Apart from that one kasa na wo ye maame no o say oba odi sasika eye den ebe boaw na watum de ahye wadwuma mu na wadwuma mu etumpon na ede ye interest in wo ho kran say eye friends interest free. So which means that sika na ye de mema no eno ho ne ebe boaw wa support
my point him no my point is yet the organize but tell us why we should leave our jobs and
that is what I'm telling you say okay. We shed your mind na ye na any obrani amani hunu ne atete ya abaomia edi ya fem the economic whiskey the economic messiah odi ya fem we shed the number of pensioners ye maame no mmerwafo ye papa no nkokrafo a eno mu tifia ebinom afaso ewu if ashiro mo nkwa esan say Ekufuado ne baomia any former finance minister ayo madwen so mbema mo haircut enu nti no omuntumi ensanka omusika omu pension friend say pension funds no said they also omunsaka no wo ya kwakra na wo ya brewa na utifia me paacho ochina be join NDC e wo Brasport time ayede ato fly no so 9:00 AM enso so wo ba ntam a eye wo ba be 7 cry no na ekire say ampa de Ekufuado ne baomia de wo fam no eye wo ya men's code for Ekufuado ne baomia ba ye ya o ma ye kanana ama wusika ashremo na enu nti no yesi over by say 2,000 people and no ye ben omo Ben's code omo ashro mo nkwa no 200 thank you zero ba kwa be count 200 people ashro mo nkwa no wo pa cho wo ye men's gold a year ya MPP ba omiane ne nkrofo ayema wahwere wusika until now omo de wo ye dili dalia me pa cho china be join ye na ye demonstrating enfanchre wine for our friends easy for any MPP for me pa cho wo ye bebu na wo wie school na wo tifie since John Mahama free so na Ekufuado ba ye na omo claim so omo no ma ye na omo no de one district one factory ba enso so omo si factory bia no ma employee obia na ye sika no omo adi na omo fanye investment our system no ma wonye bi enfanye adwuma e ma sika mba okotokom and not just that o MPP for by even private sector kra omo ba be guno and na omo di GRA punish Ghanaian businessmen. What am I saying? So much so that instead saying Kasikano Mubenya Mube investing to reinvest into common sense. Everybody says, I mean, books are kind, you know how to make money in it. I bet I say when you make money, when you make profits, reinvest it until you get that stability you're looking for. And then when you profit, our profits in our buying until they are unable to expand their businesses so that they can employ you. Me pacho kasa over 14% in one. Me pacho ochina branabe join here. Ni entinte su kokonye den. Enfanchire Ekufuado any baumia any Electoral Commission James and then Crawford. Wa na first wo to Kalipo 1 cedi 2 cedis de bia esansa wo mbako school nti sa wo nkwala 3 wo nkwala 4 na de bia no na first no wo to Kalipo ama nkwala 4 na eye 4 cedis ene Kalipo bako 6 cedis 7 cedis 8 cedis, baby cry 10 cedis. And so we are talking about 40 cedis a day for just Kalipo biscuits embaye, insure embaye, ekwalanu ko squad ombedi school fees embaye. You were your mother, were your father responsible and me pacho ochina join us on the street and let's demonstrate to these people and let them know so we have the numbers and we can change the course of this country if they dare us. Me that's it.
Very well, Ruth Sado. akane nyina ochira at least wa my reason tia ye nyina yempu mra bonten na yembeka ye chire ho me da se pa ne wo bre ochira so ye chia wa bonten wa ye ne ubedi komo ye wi e be sa ba ha beto ankomo no so
ene de adwuma ne de ye ka ho ne mra no nti no shaking gra
e bi mu the message abase ye chire se be ko so Ghana for nyina
me da se pa that escaped me ochina no koso in all the 16 regional capitals of this country chire no e wo bebia will climax it in Greater Accra. But me partial, it is not just Greater Accra, it is all the 16 regions. And to baby bia wo biano, try and find your way to the regional capital. Now ensure say you see we have the voice. We need to speak out loud for them to know say no, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Look, you cannot subvert the will of the people.
Yeah.
You cannot change the destinies of people. We are talking about destinies at stake.
Yeah.
We are talking about future at stake.
Yeah.
We are talking about the future of children at stake. Me was secondary school. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say oba free SHS no sa aduane na first year de ma business no mo no hwa so no. Sisi Akufo-Addo ani ba omi agide nyina na omo anka so omo de abo omo nkrofo e na omo ye contract no obeje from some no their ma business no you give it back to the school so that our children can have good food to eat. We are mame na sa ade Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo yi di umba efem e komo di omo for which reason some of the children are engaging in all sort of evil deeds. Please as a mother come out and register your displeasure. What must I say? Register your displeasure in all the 16 regions. Yen nyina yam rani yembe na enye fe na echire no de oma ntenya de ebeto aso no
ebeto aso me da say root sedo eraten nka no ebusia wono na deputy national youth organizer Emma NDC amanyo no chenyambo a Power FM TVXYZ myxyzonline.com TVXYZ Ghana XYZ broadcasting baby ya affiliates ahodo nyina demo no ye fan live ye fan live a free bra mo ba ba chance ye e bra mo furu mo demo e be wura bonten die be si nyina no ye de nyina be bra mo live we ye dwumadi ahodo a ye e wa ase Dwaboase na ba na wie ye at least Monday de no o cha nyambo a ye ba be to aso de free ba bia ye de si ye media ne Kwame Minkah e be chachira bye bye.